All right, Graham, pre-show shenanigans. This one is kind of football related. It's more generally college related.
Let's
I
see
just think
where
that
it
it's
goes. Let's
funny.
see.
I think that it's funny. Okay, so uh, 39,615 days ago, on the day we're recording this, Monday, September
Oh my
15th. So
goodness. That's like 13.
100 years ago, about 100 years
Oh,
ago.
wow. Holy shit. Wow.
Um,
Slightly off in my
but that's
unit
that is
conversions.
that is how many days ago Texas A&M stole Rice's owl mascot, which led Rice to send a private investigator with its own team to go and try and steal back the owl mascot, which then resulted in
Which
Texas
laws
A&M,
does that break?
which then resulted in Texas A&M taking over multiple Texas towns with over 1,000 cadets, including seizing control of all telegraphs, searching all trains entering and leaving the area, barricading all roads entering and exiting, and imprisoning 13 Rice students 100 years
Can't
ago.
forget the last detail in prison 13. Can't forget
That
that.
probably breaks some laws.
I mean, it's wait. Let me make sure. Texas A&M
Texas A&M
stole the
stole
owl.
the Rice's owl mascot.
Okay. Okay. And then Texas A&M deployed their cadets in response to them stealing Rice's owl.
Uh, Texas A&M, I think, employed cadets in response to the PIs and team trying to come steal it back.
Okay, that part. Okay, okay, okay. So we
Not
have
exactly clear on the details here, but
okay. Let's not specify. Let's just go along with what we got. So we have a stolen owl live mascot.
I believe so.
Real quick side tangent. Is that one of the easiest live mascots you could steal without
Bevo
question? The
is pretty
hardest,
fucking hard.
very hard. But I think it's LSU's live tiger is the hardest
or
to steal.
Memphis's live.
Okay, I wasn't aware of
Well,
Memphis.
they do
Okay,
have.
so
Maybe
we're
they
gonna
used
go
to
with
at least.
live tiger one.
I think
Then we'll
LSU's
go
might be
Bevo
more,
two.
but Memphis's used to be inside their stadium.
Oh yeah, I think LSU only. I think. Well, I believe it's Mike the Tiger.
Yeah.
I believe it's Mike the Tiger, and I believe
Frosted Flakes.
Yeah, no, they've only let Mike out. They've only let Mike out loose in Death Valley like
To
once in the
prowl.
past decade. I think one time
I don't know
in
if
the
that
past
was
decade
intentional. If you letting him out in LSU,
they didn't successfally get the approval to.
Yeah.
They tried one time in the
Well,
past
okay,
decade
it's
to get
either
him on
the
the field.
owl. The owl might be aggressive, or it's was his name Doug the Pug? What's
Oh,
Georgia's
Uga, Uga,
Uga? Yeah,
Uga.
Uga.
So Uga's pretty chill. Uga has like one of the greatest
Or it's
situations.
Pudge. It's Pudge. It's Pudge. It's Pudge the cat. It's Pudge the cat.
Okay, Pudge will put up a battle. All right,
I don't know. Pudge
ain't
looked like
going
he
out.
was chilling inside the little space like
Well, I think
backpack
that goes to Uga. Uga has the AC the AC
doghouse.
doghouse.
But I'm saying Pudge looks chill. If Pudge, you get put a helmet on Pudge or whatever. Like I think Pudge is a chill cat. That's the thing.
Okay,
Pudge
fair.
isn't putting up a fight.
Yeah, like Uga. The only time I've seen Uga riled up in the past decade is when Herb
Was
Street brought his dog to me. Uga was
Wait,
shook.
wasn't Bevo trying to charge Uga the other year?
This was a while ago. Bevo started chasing after Uga, and Uga wasn't having that shit. Uga got out. Uga's like, hell no. Oh,
right out of Dodge.
What, me to fight? Whoa. Slow. It's actually recently, though, because, I mean, for
That was
Texas
recent.
and Georgia to play, that
I think that was the last dog they had before Uga.
Well, every Georgia dog's named Uga. I think they're on like Uga 11.
Oh, well.
They're all Uga.
Sorry, then the 10th.
Yeah. Uga X. They go Roman.
What
numerals.
a banger! Sick. What a banger to be the 10th.
Uga X. Yeah. That's so hard.
Oh and yeah.
Don't fact check me. It's the Waterboy Pod. I'm pretty sure if you like Google Uga and all the Roman numerals up through 11, there's individual Wikipedia pages for all.
Oh, definitely. They're going to be like, what's the record with Uga? Like,
yeah. Did you know what happened under the reign of Uga 5?
God, if Alabama had an animal mascot that he did that way, whatever the current one is, that one might be that
Well,
one might have to
it
be
would have
retired.
been a live elephant under Saban,
Oh
and
God.
now it's a
Well, those
drawing
ones. Well, here's the thing: if you
of
get a live
a
elephant,
wave that's red.
that,
That it's a
but
drawing.
I'm saying if you go with a live elephant mascot, you would you would have to replace them like every 80 years. Like they live for a really long time.
That
I
is
don't
a
know
really
how
good
long.
point.
I don't know how long their lifespan actually is. I feel like 80 years might be overdoing it.
Now, there's
But
been a lot of controversy with live turtle mascots, so I'm not going to go there. However, those things should
you're
be
talking about
living for a
Maryland.
long.
What's going?
Terrafins. I was thinking terrafins. We do not condone any actions taken by Roberto Aguayo with Turntle. Back in his days at Florida State, we do not condone any of those actions. Rest in peace, Turntle.
Just this whole situation is making me think of the Blue Mountain State episode where they steal the goat. That's really what made
no,
me.
like I mean, to be honest, Ohio State, Illinois, we fight. Well, we don't play every year. When Ohio State and Illinois meet up, it is a rivalry game, Everett, and it is technically the only trophied rivalry game Ohio State is a part of. For that game, Ohio State and Illinois, they fight for the Battle of the Illabuck. It is a turtle with like a Buckeye shell to represent Ohio State, but a turtle
represent
I don't
Maryland?
know. I don't no, it's against Illinois. So I'm now realizing why do we battle over a turtle? A lot of questions. We don't have the answers, but Ohio State and Illinois, we play for a turtle whenever we play. Yes. I'm just realizing. Yeah, I actually have no clue why it's for a turtle.
Why it's a turtle?
I just realized.
Okay, all right.
Slight lapse in the story that I was going with there. Yep, yeah, that makes no sense. But yeah, pretty sure. I think that's gonna do it. You guys learned a little something about the rice owl today. But without further ado, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Waterboy Podcast. It is episode 332. And Everett, we just had an amazing weekend of football. Dare I say, it was a weekend. I'm primarily discussing college football. Dare I say it was a weekend that made you fall in love with the sport all over again? Shout out Joel Klatt for just this one time.
Unless you're an AP voter.
But in the NFL, the quarterback injuries are back, and it might be remember 2 years ago,
it's bad.
Was the most quarterback injuries like maybe ever in the NFL 2 seasons ago. The amount of guys that were out for the year, it was unreal. So hopefully we're not heading back to that.
I would be really unfortunate, and I wouldn't be super happy about it.
It's looking like it. Right now, quarterback injuries. JJ's hurt. Josh Allen's a little banged up. Jaden Daniels may not play. I am blanking right now badly on another quarterback. That's out. Burrow out for 3 months. I can't forget that one. Burrow out for 3 months. Jane Daniels a little banged up. Justin Fields concussion. A lot of quarterbacks out right now.
Not to mention just quarterbacks just generally dealing with some form of ailment. Battling some long-term injuries. But no, we don't. This is the one thing that could make the NFL less entertaining. Quarterback. And that's the one thing where not even the NFL has a solution. I mean, to all you fantasy football players out there, I am sorry. But as somebody who it's the toughest part for me too, is just especially with the Vikings, JJ McCarthy, he needs those reps. A Browns team that is, or not a Browns team. They'll play the Browns for the stretch that he's probably out, but a Browns team, the Browns team, the Bengals team, you need those reps against easier teams so that you can acquire getting blitzed on 60% of your snaps. That's a problem, and we'll get into that in a little bit. But I mean, it's hard, especially because a lot of these quarterbacks that are hurt are on the younger side. Grant, that sucks.
Yeah, and another thing, we were texting about this earlier today. We'll bring it up, but right now, the current timeline, the window that these new first-time quarterbacks have, you need to impress within 2 years, essentially.
So why? Let's talk about.
If you don't impress within 2 years, they're already looking on to the next guy.
So let me let that. I mean, you're getting into
we'll start the NFL,
conversation.
Yeah.
So we're gonna with I mean, like transitioning kind of into the Vikings and just some general stuff with that. A lot of people, regardless if you're a Vikings fan or not, a lot of Vikings fans have been culprit number one for this. But it's saying, before we even knew JJ was hurt and whether or not he's hurt, some people are also being like, well, this is a soft benching. This is them being nice and saying, hey, we're benching you. No, like his ankle is
Carson
kind of screwed up. For Max Brosmer, but basically everybody's saying, hey, like we've seen enough. It's been too, like bench it. He's not good. It's been 2 games. One of those games, you're blitzed on 60% of your snaps. You're pressured on 60% of the snaps. Your starting center, who's a veteran, goes out with a concussion within the first half. You have a left tackle. Your starting left tackle still isn't back. You have then your backup left tackle, who is starting, who has been very, very bad. You have him also go out with a concussion. So now you have your third string left tackle come in, who is the left tackle side was already losing the entire game. So it makes it really difficult to make any of those plays that you would normally, not to mention he did sprain his ankle on his run. There's one run that he went out to the left side where the Vikings are now petitioning to the NFL to have being declared a hip drop tackle, which they didn't call during the game.
Did they even call those last year?
No, and this year they're trying to. But it was definitely a hip drop tackle.
That's not in college.
And the other thing people are like,
see my guys hip drop. They're taught to hip drop tackle.
But the other thing is a lot of people are like, okay, well, JJ McCarthy was still running after that play. It's called they taped up his ankle, and then you have adrenaline going. You're still going to play through the end of the game. If you played a sport,
Can't forget the specialty.
Yeah. Hey, Tortle. But hey, if you've played a sport and you've been hurt during a game in that sport, everybody, I know, they know that you can play through that. And then afterwards, when your adrenaline comes down, you're going to be like, well, this fucking hurts. Let's assess what the injury is, but I got through the game. And for JJ McCarthy, we talked about this, Patrick Mahomes completely messed up the way that quarterbacks are evaluated, especially young quarterbacks.
It goes to coaches, GMs, owner, they just now expect you to be the guy
ready to go. And even then, Patrick Mahomes, he played one game that rookie season at the end of the season and went into the next season, right? JJ McCarthy, JJ McCarthy is technically not a true rookie because he was drafted a year ago, but this is his first live start in the NFL. Cam Ward has a worse QBR than JJ McCarthy does. You have other quarterbacks that have taken a while to get ready.
When I mean 2 years, I mean from when you got drafted.
No, I get that.
So
I know. And so that's putting him in the position now, obviously, to be at 2 years. But JJ McCarthy is not. He's the first quarterback ever to be drafted in the first round and miss his entire rookie season with injury.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it's an unprecedented situation that sucks. But at the same time, you have to give him a little bit of credit. Hopefully, him having the year off helps. But what doesn't help is the situation he's currently in. He's still going to make rookie mistakes because even if you have all that time watching film, being in a live game is much different. It also doesn't help that
I would say the year off. I wouldn't necessarily say it no, that sucked. Okay, maybe he was texting KOC, sure, but that
the closest situation to this, is arguably Joe Burrow, who I think he ended his rookie season in week 3 or something, week 4 with his ACL. Really, so that's the closest thing. Closest thing.
That was early,
but it doesn't help in this situation. Justin Jefferson was out basically the whole preseason, so JJ wasn't really throwing to him. Jordan Addison was throwing to him the entire time, and Jordan Addison's not here. You have Darisaw being out. You have,
what's up with that?
He's day to day, he's coming off that ACL injury, so they're trying to ramp him up. But it's just then on top of all that, you have Kevin O'Connell, who's not doing JJ McCarthy any services here because he's essentially calling the games they're just deep shots all the time. There's not really any cross, they're not doing slants, not doing quick routes. It's all long developing plays with checkdowns, and then JJ's the line, implodes.
Yeah, no,
JJ's running around.
We've been talking about that a lot, but I mean, it's just
get some screen passes to Justin Jefferson in here.
For that
get him
game
quick balls.
Specifically, I think of how the Falcons were playing offensively, and you could tell the Falcons were just we're not going to we're not getting sacked this week. We're not going to be in 3rd and longs. No, you're throwing the ball fast, Michael. Like they were showing in the game some of Penix, like his average time to throw. I think Penix's average time to throw was like 1.8 seconds.
Yeah, so fast.
And if you're throwing that fast, Drake London quite literally does not have enough time to run a 10+ yard route.
I mean,
and so that like the Falcons offense was the most check down Charlie thing ever. And
what I don't understand is why the Vikings aren't doing that.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think you guys should have just stole that a little bit more.
But it's like last year, like we've in the past, like we've had problems getting the offense ready. Screen pass to Justin Jefferson, screen pass to Jordan Addison, like slant routes, Texas route. We're doing those shorter routes, trying to get the balls in the playmaker hands. And we have not had a single play really like that at all. Like you're not having any short routes to Justin Jefferson. There's no screen pass to Justin Jefferson. You're not getting the ball into their hands. And that comes down to the play caller. That's not really JJ McCarthy's fault. And there needs to be a change with that in order for JJ McCarthy to do better in general when he comes back. Not to say that JJ McCarthy hasn't had his faults. Overthrowing Jalen Naylor wide open is problematic. Trying to force a ball into double coverage when you think that you have a free play when your team actually false started or like had an offsides, like that needs to be cleaned up. But generally speaking, having a play call that's not helping getting your players open is not going to help your essentially rookie quarterback make any good plays.
Well, yeah, sure. A lot of moving parts to be done, but yeah, it's weird. It seems like KOC like doesn't have the training wheels on JJ, and maybe they should be on. Maybe they should be on right now.
Like it's not even. It's a weird combo. It's like a trike. It's like a trike with training.
Tricycle.
Like a tricycle. Yeah, that's essentially what it is right now. Where it's like the training wheels are kind of off, but like they're not exactly off. Like it doesn't feel like KOC necessarily fully trusts JJ McCarthy. But like you would think that more plays that would be like training wheel plays would be called, and they're not.
Yeah, like I feel like in college this is like a very recurring theme, just because there's branding. Literally every single college over the past decade has had like 5+ different starting quarterbacks. So you're constantly changing in college, and it's like I see Ryan Day just had the training wheels on Julian Sayin against Texas. Sark had the training wheels on Arch against Ohio State, and it's at what point do you say, like, hey, I'll say this right now. Seems like LSU has the training wheels on Garrett Nussmeier. I would agree with that, but it appears as if they don't trust us.
Which
I was interested in.
I just think you're trying to ease a player in who is controversial from college because of the amount that they ran the ball and didn't pass. Now you're having a live offense. The guy
you're breaking in, you would think
you want to go a little bit slower.
3 plays are quick screens. Yeah. We need to give him completions and get him going.
So I mean, that is just like something that I don't really fully understand, and it's just like Kevin O'Connell's been weird. Like in this last game, they went for it 4th down early in the game, didn't get it, and then it's the end of the game. There's 9 minutes 50 seconds left in the 4th quarter. It's 4th and 1. They're down by. It's down 15 to 6,
14 or
6 to 15, and it's 4th and 1, and they go and punt it, and like on the surrender index, that's like the 93rd percentile of
the surrender index. Whoa.
It's literally.
I'm not familiar with this.
Okay,
Everett.
let me
just had a groundbreaking discovery on the
surrender index. This is what they say. Minnesota decided to punt
or something.
It's a Twitter account. Minnesota decided to punt to Atlanta from the Minnesota 28 on 4th and 1 with 9:47 remaining in the 4th, while losing 6 to 15. With a surrender index of 8.35, this punt ranks at the 93rd percentile of cowardly punts of the 2025 season and the 90th percentile of all punts since 1999.
I don't understand. Contender for Twitter account of the year Waterboy Award.
Kevin O'Connell basically said the fact that they failed to get the conversion on a 4th and 1 early in the game, like the first quarter, is
not do it again.
Why he punted there. But if there's 9 minutes left, you're down by 2 scores. It's 4th and 1.
We gotta go.
You have to go. We gotta go. Like, what are we doing? So, like, that's just I don't understand what kind of conservative ideology play calling, because this is not when Kevin O'Connell's on. This is not what you see from him, and this is the kind of play calling and general ideas like, decision making you see from him when we lose games like the Rams game, both Rams games last year, to be honest. So,
so this is one take that's kind of been brewing in my head recently, and that this ties into just fourth down going for it and a conversation about field position. But Everett, are kickers in the NFL too good? Because it seems like right now, majority of NFL kickers can hit from 60. And if that is what it seems like it is, right now, you get the ball on the 30 touchback with new rules.
Yep.
You get the ball on 30. So a 60-yarder is, I believe you are on the 43-yard line.
Yeah, I was about to say 25-ish yards to get over there.
So 43 yards, exactly. That is a 60-yarder. So you start the ball in 30, you get 2 first downs, Everett, and you're technically in field goal range. Is that a problem? Is that a problem?
No, because
field position less.
I already don't.
It doesn't really matter. I would
rather still rather have the old kickoff rules where we're starting at the 25. But I don't have that much of a problem with it. I think there's much bigger issues, which we'll get into with the Tush Push here too. But I think there's much bigger issues. And the last thing that I'm going to say about the Vikings, two last things. One, there was one play in this game, I think it was early in the game, where the Vikings got to delay a game because the referee was standing in front of JJ McCarthy holding off the snap. And then he left. He was like, okay, now go. The ref left late with 1 second left on the play clock. Like, how are you expecting anybody to get a snap off with 1 second? That's the referee's fault. So that's some bullshit. But Vikings have a lot of injuries. Carson Wentz is going to start now. We'll really see with Carson Wentz. If Carson Wentz performs well and KOC is having the same kind of play calls, but I think we have a little bit more of an idea. It's JJ McCarthy related. But if KOC also opens up the playbook more with Carson Wentz compared to JJ McCarthy, I think we're going to know that it's more of a KOC issue. And KOC clearly doesn't necessarily understand or doesn't, correspond the plays that JJ McCarthy needs compared to what Carson Wentz is. But hopefully the players will come back. Major injury issues with the Vikings. Aaron Jones is out. Harrison Smith's not to return. Ryan Kelly's out with a concussion. Van Ginkel had a concussion last week. Cashman's out for 4 weeks. I think CJ Ham's still hurt. Darisaw obviously is not fully back yet. Ivan Pace sucks. So,
shit.
So
that's not what I wanted to hear. Okay, no.
It's hard, and Jeff Okudah also out this past week too. Concussion.
Damn it, Hefe. Okay, so. We got some conundrums brewing in Minnesota. While we're just on the topic of NFL, and I'm really sorry for bringing it up right now, but Everett.
Say it.
The Green Bay Packers look like a absolute jugger. Oh no. Oh goodness. Right now they're looking like the best team in ball throughout too, especially seeing what the Lions just did. They are looking like the best team in ball right now.
I could agree with that. But also it is the Bears, so
true.
To be fair, I did take them. I did take the Bears.
I did take
the Bears this past week. I can take them.
Dropping 40 burgers. I mean, that was a Dan Campbell special. Right. That was a Dan Campbell special.
It's either the Packers or the Bills. Really,
I think it's just firmly Pack right now. Like, my concern with the Bills, and I will be watching them every week because I got Josh Allen in all my leagues. We love you, Josh. The way the Bills are like, they have a very weird structured team where it's like offensively they could score with anybody regular season, but like I still just don't know in the playoffs, in playoff situations, like who are they going to? Is it Keon Coleman? Is it Khalil Shakir? Last week it was Dalton Kincaid. That was the go-to guy. So I would like some consistency.
Grant, what if the player that they go to in the playoffs isn't on the team right now?
Well, that could be the answer here. Are we saying Tyreek? Who are you hinting at with that receiver?
Tyreek would be
Olave. Who are you?
Well, Olave still might be concussed, but I'm just sitting here. I'm thinking of the players that might be unhappy because the problem is like there are players that are unhappy that are in like the second year of their contract, but they don't have enough leverage to request a trade, like a Brian Thomas. So, I mean, which would be
I
crazy.
think you're giving up a lot.
If
I know
I'm
he
the
hasn't
Buffalo
but
Bills, if you ask
if
me
I'm the
for multiple,
Jags, I'm not giving you BTJ unless you're giving me shit
but
for
I'm saying
BTJ.
if I'm the Bills and you offer me Brian Thomas Jr. for like 3 first round picks or 2 first round picks, like I might think about it. I might make a counter offer, but like it's on my mind.
Yeah. I still think they need to go
That's
get a
a
guy.
23-year-old right there.
Yeah, I still think they need to go get a stud receiver for Josh. Because yeah, my concern with that team is I have no concerns with
Like
them regular season.
Garrett just signed a
Playoffs,
contract, but like it's in division really hard to do that. But
they're not. Once
like
guys like
that would be
extend
a
like
name.
that,
That would be a name. That's also something I
they'll
don't
get
understand is a
traded.
lot of players who are on very bad teams or teams that are playing bad are they just sign extensions and I get the money, but I'm also just like, what do you like?
From both perspectives, like player, why do you want to stay, and also team, why are you extending him?
Yeah,
Like
I
both.
mean, like I guess the team side you want to have him as a building piece, but like from the player side, like if you can get the money somewhere else, and I get maybe not wanting to move or you like it there or whatever, like cool. Like Kobe Bryant stayed with the Lakers even when they were asked, so I get it. But
NBA is slightly different
I know,
because
but
the
I
team you stay
know,
with can give you the most money.
I know, but still, like that is just my general point.
Yeah,
I don't know, but yeah, I mean the Packers are probably the best team in the NFL right now, as much as it sucks.
potential
And
wagon.
if they do win the Super
Potential.
Bowl, Grant, and it's Jordan Love is 27, and they just got the whole fucking thing we talked
Wait,
about.
but Everett, it should be kind of fun though, because like if Jordan Love doesn't make headlines off the field.
At
Typically.
least I'll know that they
He
won't
doesn't.
win another Super Bowl for the rest of Jordan Love's career.
And you know that the breakup between the Packers and Jordan Love in about 6-7 years is going to be the messiest thing since Aaron Rodgers. So you
Yeah.
know that too.
I did think early. I honestly was thinking last night though, talking about Aaron Rodgers. I was thinking last night, and I've said it on the pod that I thought it was a better idea to not pay anybody so that you keep JJ and he can develop or something.
Oh,
But then I was thinking about Jordan Love, 3 years resting behind the tutelage of that, and I was sitting here, I was like,
3 years on the bench. Oh my
I was like,
goodness.
if Aaron Rodgers was only 7, 8 mil or whatever, would it really have been such a bad thing to let JJ sit for another whole year? And I
For
being
Aaron
somebody,
to be there.
I know some. I like personally, I'm a little bit impatient. I was like, just get him out there. We've already spent all this money. Like, get him the reps. Now, with the way everybody's reacting, I am a little bit curious if that would have been the way to go. But obviously, Aaron Rodgers in the locker room is a different,
Well, yeah,
also a
I
different thing
still
to have.
think, even though it seems like and I've seen a good amount because Will Howard's the backup for Aaron, but of the quotes I've seen of Aaron Rodgers, now keep in mind, Will Howard's like a 5th round pick. So obviously Aaron Rodgers isn't concerned that Will's going to take his job. So there's that dynamic involved too. Whereas if he was on the Vikings, Aaron would be concerned that JJ's going to take his job because he's a 1st round pick. So there's a big
But
difference
Aaron
there
also
in
just
their
wants to play one
relationships.
year.
But yeah, now where I was going with is that it seems like Aaron, when he's asked about Will Howard, he actually seems like they have a good relationship.
Okay, we're gonna hold
But
on. Talking about quarterback injuries, Grant.
we just get
Bengals.
breaking
No,
news.
but I just saw this. This is from ESPN today. Um, Grant, Joe
I'm
Burrow,
pretty sure I know
and
where you're going
Andrew
with
Luck.
this. Oh, I saw this too. Yeah, this isn't what I thought you were going with, but yeah,
Well, I
I've
want
seen
to
this.
hear where you thought I was going, but here, so NFL
Oh,
careers.
I'll
Okay,
take us there after this. I'll take us
NFL
where I was
careers.
going.
Andrew Luck generally in his career had quarterback contact 828 times. The contact percentage is 21% of his career snaps. Was sacked
Just plays he
100
got hit.
was sacked 174 times and had a 28% career pressure percentage.
That seems pretty
28%.
high.
Yeah, Grant. Joe Burrow to this point in his season. Andrew Luck, keep in mind, Andrew Luck only played
How many more seasons?
Andrew Luck only played 6 seasons, Grant.
How many
Joe
has Burrow
Burrow
played so far?
is in his 6th season.
Got it. And Burrow
So
missed 2.
Burrow has been hit quarterback contact 634 times. His contact
Give me
percentage,
some percentages. Yeah.
20% compared to Andrew Luck's 21%. He's been sacked 201 times, so 30, essentially 30 more times than Andrew Luck. And his pressure percentage is 27%, one less than Andrew. Hey, Bengals.
The question is, does Joe Burrow love architecture? That's the question. Because Luck, he had other opportunities outside. It is
still football. Just crazy to me. Like Joe Burrow is in the same that Andrew Luck was just like, no, like I've been hit too much. Like it feels like Andrew Luck played more than that.
I saw recently that Andrew Luck like just turned like 34.
Yeah, crazy. That's crazy. I mean, hey, Russ was in the same draft as him.
Still be doing it well.
Yeah, I mean, but that's just like, hey, Bengals, like that should be an alarm. Alarms going off in your head right now, hearing that. So, yeah. But where are you taking us?
So I thought you were going to take us to the tweets going around of the Bengals have inquired to the New York Giants about one Jameis Winston. And as a Jamar Chase owner in fantasy, that would first be my dream come true. Now, I'll be honest. When Jake Browning won the game, I don't know if you were following it, Everett. Jamar Chase was the only football player on the team. Okay? So when Jake Browning went in, Jamar was the only receiver out there. Nobody else existed. Every single time he dropped back, Jamar. I think Jamar had he didn't have a touchdown, but he had better output when Burrow went out, ironically. I don't expect that to sustain long-term. Shit, if you're a backup quarterback, you suddenly get put in the game. I think I would also force feed Jamar Chase if I were Jake Browning too. So I'm not blaming Browning, but I think they were not preparing all week for Browning to come in the game. That was oh shit, Jake, you're in the game. Throw the ball to one a lot, and that's how we're going to win this game. So we'll see if that can continue if he stays. But if Jameis goes the Bengals, Everett, first, Jamar Chase back on. All right. Look up what Mike Evans and I think even Godwin for a bit were doing in the Jameis Winston 30 for 30 ESPN documentary season when he had 30 touchdowns, 30 interceptions. Look up Mike Evans and Chris Godwin's numbers that year. Jameis Winston can support a fantasy receivers, and he is a fantasy quarterback. He's a good fantasy quarterback. I'm not saying he's winning you a Super Bowl. Fantasy, he puts up points. That's what Jameis does. So
that's all you want right now.
That's all you can ask for with the current crop of quarterbacks. So I would love Jameis to go. And also just seems like right now in New York, the way Russ just statistically had the greatest game of his NFL career ever. Russell Wilson just played the greatest game of his NFL career.
Yep. Most passing yards in his single game.
I can't believe we're saying that. Like that, Everett, that was arguably the first time he was allowed to cook in his life. And boy, did he whip up something good. Oh, did he whip out a 4-course meal.
Are the Giants actually frisky?
Frisky. Yes.
I mean, I'll be honest. I have more confidence after watching that game.
Playing with some heart.
Giants. I have more confidence in the Giants after watching that game than I do in the Vikings right now. So
I have significantly more confidence in them than I do the Dolphins, even though the Dolphins were
well, that's not a high bar.
I know, but I just love how we're all unanimously just like, dude, the Dolphins are the biggest joke.
Also,
like,
I just
at least the Browns can hang for
Vikings fans or anybody saying JJ McCarthy should be benched over 2 games. Peyton Manning's rookie season through 2 games, 60% completion, 490 yards, 2 TDs, 6 interceptions. JJ McCarthy, 58.7 completions, 301 yards, 2 TDs, 3 interceptions.
No, yeah.
Give him a break.
Right. The thing though is, it's not the fans. It's Kwesi and
KOC
to a degree your owner.
Oh,
no, KOC kind of. I feel like
the owners
right now,
aren't gonna. That's not neither.
I feel like right now
people that are in
KOC's situation that. No, he's probably expressing, give me a quarterback, but he's also sitting there like, you can kind of give me anyone. I'll make something out of it. So like him, I could feel like not as like Kwesi. I think it's him. Like, will Kwesi move on after a year?
All that all defers to Kevin O'Connell, so I'm not really
You
concerned
think?
about it. Yeah, I'm like 99% sure.
Okay. Do you think it's a good thing or
I'm
a bad thing
very.
that he kind of has the say?
I think it's a good thing with that.
Because I think it's like Chargers. Like
I think
Harbaugh
we need to figure out the
definitely
play
has
calling
final say.
situation because it. I mean, I've said it before, and I'll say it
Yeah,
again.
we brought this up. It's been a talking point.
Kevin O'Connell probably would benefit from relinquishing play calling.
Okay.
Like
I
maybe
mean, I'll
see
be
how it
honest.
goes for a
I
game.
noticed near the back half of Ryan Day's career as head coach, like until last season. Last year was his first year. I think his first year coaching Ohio State where he didn't call the offensive plays was last season. First time ever. He's been at Ohio State since like 2016 as an assistant. Last year was his first time ever. I did notice the best game Ryan Day has ever called in his life was 2020 Clemson. Since that day, it went downhill. And yeah, I think Ryan Day is a bit past his prime as a play caller. I don't really think he's that elite at it currently, and I think he's better off doing what he's doing now, being the CEO, looking at everything. Like Ryan Day is now like talking during defensive drives, which I never saw until last season. I'm like, oh, he's like actually paying attention on defense. That's a neat little change. That's fun.
Yeah, like I mean,
So
I just think I think generally something needs to change, and I think the
yeah,
first place to go
if
is
he's
that.
cooking, if he's cooking as offensive play caller, then I would suggest do not change it. If it ain't broke, don't
Yeah,
fix
the
it. But
problem
it's
is he's
broke.
not.
But
It's
it's
broke.
broke.
It's broke.
So fix it. It's
But
broke
yeah,
now.
I mean, look, the last thing I really want to talk about this week from the NFL, Grant, is the tush push.
Oh yeah,
Um,
Eagles Chiefs. Yeah.
so the
Oh
NFL has essentially scrubbed this perspective off of the internet. There is or was a third
I currently
angle.
have a screenshot of
I
it
am
pre-snap.
seeing as well, but there is an
Okay.
angle, essentially one from above and one straight from the
Yeah, I'm seeing
side,
the one bird's eye
um,
view.
of the tush push where the center for the Eagles is completely on top of the ball with his head already dipped down, essentially maybe a foot over the line of scrimmage. And then there's a video angle where both of your guards, both the Eagles guards, false start and basically are already contacting the Chiefs players before the ball is snapped.
Yeah.
If you're not gonna, and you also had Dean Blandino on the broadcast being like, guys, I am not talking, I'm not going through the tush push anymore. It's an extremely hard play to
Yeah,
officiate.
it just like it's for a second we just like change the rules.
You can't like if you're not going to officiate it into the NFL going back through this, and obviously they're being like, this is bad. We gotta take this down. This is bad. Like,
I think last year
that is a problem.
I don't remember seeing the offsides as bad. I mean, it probably was.
I don't think we really had a full angle of it until right now, like that. That is some of the most egregious thing, and I think it's also different. Like when Jason Kelce started doing it, I think Jason Kelce didn't need to have that much leverage to do it well, like their new center does. But like that's despicable. You want to talk about a play like everybody being like, well, the Eagles do it so well, they're unstoppable. Well, yeah, if you have a full foot over the ball and both your players,
some advantages,
your guards are given advantages, no wonder you do it so well because any other team that does it's going to get called for it.
Well, I also just want to say, with the alignment aside, the tush push, like other NFL teams, they can't replicate it because, like in my opinion, like Jalen Hurts is so key for this to
work. There's certain players that make it much better, but
the Eagles linemen are very critical at this. And then also quite literally the tush pusher himself. It's now Grant Calcaterra, I believe
so.
Grant Calcaterra, he can pull off the bush.
He can push. He can.
My issue I've brought up so many times. Like I swear after Everett, I swear after the Bush push, you were not allowed to push an offensive player in the end. I thought why was there any uproar over the Bush push over the past 2 decades? If this nobody's gonna complain about. Like, and I remember when the Bush push happened, like part of the reason why people were okay with it is because it was quote unintentional. I don't think Reggie Bush started that play thinking, let me push Matt Leinart into the end zone. I think he just like kind of ran into him like a lineman pushing the pile and was trying to do that. But still, that was removed from football. That was a penalty after Reggie Bush did it. And suddenly we just like removed it. Like that's That's what I was confused about. Like, they just revise rules. That doesn't make sense to me. And now, Everett, I'm finally going to be on your side. Like, I truly believe if the New Heights podcast didn't exist, they would have banned the Tush Push. I'm dead serious. I'm not even trying to make a joke, but I'm convinced the Kelsey podcast is what caused them to like not even say a thing about it. And also,
yeah, I mean, I'm just looking at this picture. All 6 offensive
it,
linemen are offsides.
If you complain about the play as a coach, you're quote weak and soft. And there are certainly some coaches and GMs in the NFL who don't run the tush push, and they truly will criticize you if you try to get it banned. There are many, I bet there are not many, multiple NFL coaches and GMs who would display disgust with somebody trying to ban the tush push. I guarantee. So like, there's many politics involved.
Yeah,
preventing them from actually giving what they think. But yeah, no, we can't just have guys offsides and false starting. I mean, if that happened in youth football, they're calling a flag. So why don't we do it?
But okay, Grant, let's just in case the next episode doesn't get up in time, Thursday picks, and let's get into college football. Bills on Thursday. I think we're both riding the Bills.
I think we're both going to be going with the Bills Mafia.
All right, into college football.
They are, I believe, 13.5-point favorites. That's one of the largest spreads I've ever seen in the national
NFL. League. Yeah.
Just ever. That's one of the largest spreads I've ever seen in the NFL.
Usually the max is like 10, not even 10.
You never see double. Like last week, we got a Ravens-Browns double digits. And I was like, dude, that's probably going to be the largest spread of the year. Nope. 1 week later, 12.5, 13.5. So yeah, interesting times. But yeah, hopefully we can get these injuries sorted out, because I do not want to have another season ruined like this and let the Chiefs just cakewalk again to the Super Bowl. Like, no, we're not doing this shit again. No, I'm not going to let them just cakewalk again. No. So, okay. On to college football. This was the aspect of the weekend that made us excited. That college football night slate, Everett. I also have an announcement to make. A thank you, really. I would like to thank YouTube TV for their quad box. It, without question, it has revolutionized the way I consume the game, Everett. It has probably been the biggest discovery in my football fandom in a minute, like probably since I found out about Josh Pate. So this is a watershed, where were you moment. My first selected quad box. It was beautiful. We had Tulane Duke up there, quickly got swapped out because that game got ugly. We had start off Tennessee, Georgia in there. We wanted USC to get in there early, but they were in like a 3-hour delay. But that allowed my 4:30 window to be Everett. Okay. Starting off a little USC action against Purdue, but Big Ten challenge. Okay. It's not a pushover, Purdue. We had my game. We got peacocked last week. So I had my laptop up getting peacocked over there for my game. Then I got Florida LSU up, which I apologize to everyone saying DJ Lagway was him. I need to be better, and I will be better. Okay. I will hold yourself accountable. I won't get fooled again. Okay. So I apologize. And then
that's why you double down now. Florida Gators run the board rest of the way. DJ Lagway, Heisman.
Double down. Yeah, no, we are tripling down right now. Lagway. No, that's dead. If anything, shit, I'm literally thinking.
Here's my next question. How much does Billy Napier need to do to get fired? What more can he do?
Okay, this is the thing. Last year they brainwashed the Florida Boosters. They picked up a late win over, was it Ole Miss?
I don't remember.
They picked up a late win that they stole. They shouldn't have, and that bought him another year. He has been recruiting really well.
Doesn't matter. You can't coach.
Exactly. At some point, we got to turn these recruiting wins into on-field wins. At some point,
that's the Bears' off-season victory. That's the off-season championship.
They won the off-season natty. Hey, Trust me, as a former offseason Natty winner myself, it is really electric for those 72 hours. It is really electric for that 72. But yeah, no, Billy's going to get fired pretty soon here.
Hopefully, for the Gators' sake.
As an Ohio State fan, I don't want to see Billy Napier go. As an Ohio State fan, the reason why Ohio State dominated since Urban joined is because Urban also took all of his assistants from Florida with him to Ohio State. And all of those assistants, well, they were still friends with the high school coaches in Florida. And so the Bosas were going to Ohio State. You don't get the Bosas at Ohio State without Urban going to from Florida and bringing the Florida staff who knows all the guys in Florida high school, knows them and brings it. Like, that's how that pipeline began. Pre-Urban, there wasn't an Ohio State Florida pipeline. That was not a thing. But I don't want to see Florida improve because Florida, Miami, and Florida State, Florida State, they just don't recruit high school kids. They like only do the portal. So thank you. Really helps us out. But the 5 stars that would be going to those 3 schools, they now go to Ohio State and Georgia. That's where they're going.
And LSU.
And LSU and Bama, like all those top.
Just generally South,
SEC
like main
teams.
South. Yeah.
Yeah. Instead of Florida, Miami, FSU, though. But I would not want to see Billy Napier get fired. I really hope they somehow beat Miami in a couple weeks and he buys himself another month. I really hope he does. That'd be great for me. But yeah, no, it's about time. This experiment lasted way too long. So yeah, no, we're on to bigger and brighter out in Gainesville. But yeah, I mean, Fragway throwing all those picks too. It looked gross. It looked yucky. We haven't seen improvement in that program since Billy Napier took. We have not seen improvement. So it's done. Also in the news, Georgia and Tennessee, absolute 5-star classic. Everett. There will be 0 Joey Aguilar slander on this podcast.
I mean,
slander.
I was at the bar watching that game, and right before we went to overtime, I literally had to be like, okay, if this goes to overtime, I have to leave. I have to go get to the stadium so I can get like in the stadium.
Fair.
And it went to overtime. I'm like, great, I can't watch it. I literally had to haul ass from the bar because we already stayed like 15 minutes longer than we were supposed to go see it. So some of my friends stayed to watch the end of the game. I had no idea Georgia won that until my friends came over. I thought it was going to be ice.
You thought Tennessee's won that?
I thought that Tennessee was going to win that.
They should have. They should. Tennessee should have won that football game. I just want to say this quick. I don't know what spirits Kirby Smart has conjured. Why is he the luckiest coach when it comes to other teams missing kicks? Ohio State missing a 40-yard field goal to beat them, and then Tennessee missing a 40-yard. Like what hex did he conjure? What is this, Everett? Because it doesn't. Something is afoot. Why does he have the greatest kicking luck?
I think they need to bring some sage out when the kickers come on the field.
Quite literally, we need to contact some being, some presence to reverse this, because I've never seen a team more lucky.
I don't know.
I wish I could tell you. So lucky.
I wish I could tell you.
But one thing I'll say, hey, Gunnar Stock. This was something I've been hearing from Brooks Austin, who is my number 1 college football follow right now. For anyone listening, go check out Brooks Austin. He is excellent, phenomenal breakdowns, but he is a photographer for Georgia on game days on Saturdays. So he will be at every single Georgia game taking pictures. When he was at that game first, and I've heard this a lot, and I've given some crap to Tennessee fans in Neyland North, but
yep.
I've now heard from multiple different people across multiple different years, Everett, that there is no louder stadium in college football than Tennessee. There is no louder stadium than Neyland when they are rocking. That's the key term, Everett, when they are up and when they have something to root for. In that Tennessee game, Georgia, I believe they scored 20 straight after going down 21-3, 21-0. You could hear a pin drop in the stadium as Georgia went on their run. And for those drives, there was zero crowd. If anything, Everett, I would argue that actually boosts the away team knowing how silent the crowd now is.
No,
and what
I
it
would
was.
also I
I
would
think
agree
that
with
gives
that. It's the
them an ego
inverse.
boost.
It's the
Yeah.
inverse. Yeah.
So like just Tennessee, like they can get out of the game. They're a good crowd in the sense they know when their football is being played well and not. Like they know when to go shit on you, Heupel. But I would just say I was wowed with Aguilar. It's quite clear, Everett, after just 3 games with this Tennessee team, that Josh Heupel significantly trusts Joey Aguilar more than he ever did with Nico.
No, I mean also watching the UCLA games as well.
Razzle is just electric.
Tulane.
I know. I'm well aware.
I told one of my friends from Georgia who was at the bar was talking about it. I'm like, he went to Tulane because he was talking because he was screw it, like he was messing up Georgia's defense. So he was pissed. I'm like, yeah, that's a Tulane guy.
He was
right?
embarrassing Ellis Robinson.
He was like, what?
Embarrassing. Ellis Robinson was like the number
beyond
3 player in his class.
He was beyond shocked that he's a Tulane transfer.
No, yeah, but I mean, Brazel, great breakout performance, but it was just those long completions that they were making to Brazel. Like Nico physically cannot throw a football that far. Like the one where he mossed Ellis Robinson and just kind of waltz like 5 yards in the end zone, that's a throw that Nico can't make. And I know it technically wasn't a perfect throw. Like it just was contested. I know. Regardless, Nico can't even make that off throw. So Everett, Tennessee, they're probably going to be dropping in some rankings here.
Well, hey, I mean, we're talking about the AP poll,
but that was a playoff team.
No, it definitely is. They definitely
Tennessee showed me that they are capable of being in a playoff and winning a couple of games.
I mean,
in a playoff field.
Here's the thing. Looking at just at the AP poll, Grant. 1, Notre Dame 0-2, still in the top 25.
They are the first 0-2 team to be in the AP poll since 1988.
So they're still in the top 25.
Yeah, they're making the playoffs.
You have USF losing to Miami.
They stay in?
Ranked 4. Nope, they get one loss. You have no. That's the thing about these G5 schools. You have no room for error. You lose to a top 5 team in college football who's ranked top, a top 5 ranked team. I guess you just get kicked out of the rankings immediately. But you got other schools. Tulane, obviously, Tulane only got 33 votes, so not even in the top half of the honorable mentions, I guess. Who's also, they're 3-0. USC pops in the rankings.
It's disgusting. They really ranked Auburn so they can have a ranked game next week for Oklahoma.
Yep. But you have USC in the rankings now too. I know they're 3-0, but still.
USC's been looking pretty damn good. I'm not gonna lie. I'll be honest. They're looking pretty damn good right now. Better than I thought they would be.
You have Alabama. I mean, you have Bama going up 5 spots after beating Wisconsin.
I'm also just kind of confused. Like, we got Bama over Tennessee, guys.
Like, what? Ever since that video of whatever her name is talking about.
I hate to say it, Everett.
That ruined
I'm about to say this, Everett. I hate that I'm about to say it, but Tennessee is the best loss. It ain't even close. I would agree.
I agree with that.
Damn it. They do. They have the best loss by far.
I would agree with that.
I hate that I went there.
Like the best loss, meaning the closest game versus the best opponent, or like best lot, like just lost to the best
team against the
team opponent. And a loss. Yes, I would agree with that.
A combination of who you played and how you looked.
Yes, I would agree with that.
Like you could say the best loss is Texas, like losing on the road Ohio State. Like you shouldn't be punished that hard for that loss.
Also, Texas falls 1 spot as well after winning.
Well, Arch.
Yeah, true.
Guys, I hate it. Oh shit. He might be bad. Like bad. Mid is hyping him up, Everett. He might just be bad at football. I can't believe it. He really might just be.
Yeah, I mean,
mid is you're incorrect if you call him mid. He's not that good. You're saying he's a lot better than he is if you call him mid. He's bad. So that's just a bummer. A bummer, really.
A bummer.
At the end of the day, it's a bummer. Also, before we get to the last game, one of my favorite college football games I've watched in a while. Last one we'll go over, but Clemson.
So
Loss,
I just want to say, you go back to the last episode, Grant. What did I say in the last episode? What did I say in the last episode?
No, we're high. We're not high on Clemson.
No, I said Georgia Tech can beat Clemson.
No, Georgia Tech's live.
They'll beat Clemson.
Georgia Tech was live last week. Yeah.
And what do you know? They did. And I'm not
Georgia Tech frisky little football team.
I'm not surprised by it. By it.
No.
But Grant, all this hype, is that the most fictitious team of them all this season? Them, and I know Florida, but like Clemson was higher than Florida overall.
Yeah, taking into consideration preseason expectations, they are potentially the biggest disappointment.
I do also want to say South Carolina dropping fully out of the rankings too is, with Sellers' injury, is a little bit unfair, but
slightly unfair, I would say. Sellers gets hurt. They only had 7 points beforehand, but Sellers gets hurt, and then that offense is anemic. I think it's okay. Like this early in the season, I encourage voters to make drastic movements and changes because it's so early. And if you set the precedent now that we could have teams jumping in and out, then it's fine when you do it later down the line. Like you make it more okay for you later, because like, for example, the team I'll highlight is that they're just going to have the benefit of the doubt like the rest of the year. LSU. LSU is just going to have the benefit of the doubt the rest of the year, regardless how they look, regardless how they play. And they're because they're SEC, they're just going to be the number 3 team all year, like essentially. But I hate how big of a thing that is for the AP poll voters to be so conscious of how they rank teams the week before. Who cares what you did? Things happen. Things change. Who cares? Like if after last week you want to shoot Tulane up, you want to shoot Vandy up, like no problem. Go do it. But like keep it consistent. Whatever your voting process, just keep it consistent. We cannot make it so, oh, my favorite team is Oklahoma and they play Auburn next week. Oh, I'm going to rank Auburn now. So that like, no. And that's how a lot of them do it. Unfortunately, that's a slight issue right now. But Clemson, it's not looking good with everything in Dabo. Dabo's just going to stick to his ways. Hey, if I'm Dabo, I wouldn't change my ways either. What you did at Clemson, I get why he's egotistical. But if Dabo keeps doing Dabo, Clemson's going to be what they are now, 10-2 as their ceiling. So, for my sake, I hate Clemson. I'm still traumatized. I hope Dabo stays and keeps the retirement home going. Justin Fields ended that program, Everett. Last thing, just Texas A&M and Notre Dame. Notre Dame losing. They're saying, we talked about it a bit before, still ranked. And then A&M finally getting a dub in a big game. It's like it's been forever since we've seen A&M have some national attention.
Quite literally since I think week 1 last year.
Yeah,
the Notre Dame game, wasn't it? Notre Dame
lose that one again last year, and then it's like and back to Texas 8-4. So I was excited that A&M won. We obviously don't like Notre Dame over here. Happy to see A&M get it done in a big game. Notre Dame, though, them being ranked 24th, Everett. I think I'm ready to say there's a 0% chance they lose another football game this season. They're going 10-2. No. Notre Dame. They're going 10-2, and they're making the playoffs. I hate it.
Okay,
but I think it's going to happen again. Another.
The only ranked team currently that they have on their schedule is USC.
No, I know, but it's just Notre Dame,
and it's in South Bend, and it's in October.
Well, yeah, but like We were
So
we've been
I
going over
agree.
this, the
I
AP
agree with
poll
you.
voters.
I agree. I agree with you. I agree with you.
Yeah, no, I mean it's just off name brand. They'll get it.
No, and I mean both of these games that they've lost have been. I mean they lost to A&M by
They've
one.
been
They
really
lost to
tight.
Miami by 3. Like really, one play makes a difference in either of those games. So it's not.
Yeah, hey, Notre Dame
not.
game, they were getting some calls at the end there too, but hey, they called a holding when the center tackled the Notre Dame three-tech to the ground.
Yeah,
We're playing that, and it's a 4th and 20. So yeah, I mean Notre Dame, they're just like a play away. This is something I've noticed watching Notre Dame recently. I can't believe I'm saying it, and I think Freeman's doing the right thing because I think this is overall the correct thing, but I can't believe I'm saying this, but Notre Dame, in my opinion, is one of the least disciplined teams in the country. I can't believe I'm saying it.
least.
They get penalized so many late flags that you would expect at Notre Dame they're not going to make, but they get late penalties, like sloppy, just giving away first downs, just giving the other team free sets of downs. I would say though, in as a result of getting some more aggressive guys, Notre Dame's respectable on defense now. You now fear Notre Dame defenders, which you would not when Brian Kelly was their head coach. You now fear that. Well, sure. One guy though. That whole Notre Dame secondary. They all want to play football. They're not Notre Dame softy. No, they want to hit. They want to smack, and that's a little scary. I didn't think Notre Dame was going to get like dogs like that. You would think like they're trying to get respectable, humble young men. No. Freeman wants killers in the secondary. So respect, like I think it's overall the right move, but they're undisciplined, Everett. I can't believe it, but Notre Dame football is undisciplined.
For a second, I thought that Harrison Smith might have been on the national championship team with Notre Dame. He left 2011. He was on the 2011 Notre Dame team.
That would have been last year.
What? No, I'm talking about Alabama, the Alabama one, the Manti Te'o.
Oh, I thought.
No. I'm talking about a decade ago.
He could have been.
BCS.
He could have been.
He wasn't. He left already. But I was thinking Manti Te'o. I'm like, did they overlap? Was Harrison Smith on a Manti Te'o Notre Dame team?
When did Harrison Smith join the Vikings?
I think he was drafted in after the 2011 season. I think he was drafted in the 2012 draft.
They were teammates.
They would have had to be because the national championship game was 2013, so it would be the 2012 season.
Pretty sure Manti Te'o was a redshirt senior his Heisman run. They were probably teammates,
so they had to have been teammates for a couple of years. 3. That's wild to think about. I've never thought about that. Maybe Kyle Rudolph was there too.
They were.
He actually probably was. Yeah, he would have had to be.
There's probably another Notre Dame. Golden Tate was on that team.
These are just things I've never thought about before until literally right now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, though, I, as an Ohio State fan, Notre Dame having dogs, I don't like that. That doesn't make me happy. But also it's, you can't just like assume clean, no penalty play from Notre Dame anymore like you used to. It's like, no. They'll get late hits. They'll hit after the whistle. No, they're playing football. It's Notre Dame, but they don't play like Notre Dame. They play a different brand of football. I haven't seen them play before. I don't even know how to categorize them. It's new.
That's what puts you over the top.
Yeah, but I'd say last little quick Ohio State, quick little Ohio State the Union. Bo Jackson starting running back. The takeaway of the week. Bo Jackson start. True freshman Bo Jackson in Everett. Bo is a nickname. His real name is Lamar Jackson.
Oh, I was going to say, did his friends not come to his birthday party?
Well, we'll have to look into that. But Bo Jackson's name, his real birth name is Lamar Jackson, but he's like, nah, we're going to
go by Bo.
I'm a running back. Go by Bo.
It would be funny if he was like, I'm a running back. Go by Lamar.
Yeah, he's like, I mean, best running back in the NFL, Lamar Jackson.
Makes sense.
He's dead serious. But yeah, that's my Ohio State Union. Julian Sand, multiple interceptions, Everett. I don't care. The rest of the game, it looked great. #bad. Be better, Julian. No Bowling Greens. I
No
don't care if we
pudge.
won 37-7. No bowling. No picks. You won't see me happy if you throw picks. Even the week before Everett, I think he started off 18 for 18. He broke the Ohio State record. Then he threw a pick, and I was like, "Oh, shitty performance. Shouldn't have thrown that pick. It was great.
Just ruined
That's
your
the key
vibe.
word.
Just ruined your whole
Was.
vibe.
That's the key word. Was. It was the greatest performance ever until you threw the pick. Now it's not.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But
tough critic over here. Sorry.
But yeah, with that, thank you guys so much for watching, listening, rates 5 stars. You can find us on Spotify, TikTok, Twitter, and on Instagram at Waterboy Pod. You can follow me and Grant on Twitter at Everett Takes and at Waterboy Grant. We post episodes every week on YouTube and all podcast platforms. So make sure to subscribe, turn notifications. So
another Emeka touchdown. Sorry.
Two?
He's crazy. Another Emeka.
I know he already
has
had
one today.
You already have. Oh, I know he had one like 5 minutes ago.
Oh my God, I wasn't even following. Okay, just one, but Everett. Oh goodness, he might be here. All right, finish the outro. I'm sorry.
Post episodes every week on YouTube and all podcast platforms. Make sure to subscribe, turn notifications, so miss a single episode. We also post exclusive content on TikTok and on Instagram as well. So make sure to check us out there so don't miss anything else. With that, we'll see you guys in the next episode. Waterboys out.